You know that cafe? That's where Barack Obama used to sit during his youth years here in Kenya. So that exact spot, this Afya Center, this is one of the landmarks here in Nairobi, Kenya. So for a new person who is coming to Nairobi, Kenya for the first time, most people know this Afya Center, this green building there. There are restaurants during the day, now they've turned to clubs at night. He was assassinated. He was actually assassinated just next to this. Good evening, how are you doing? So, Nairobi nightlife is quite different from, the day life. What you're seeing during the day is different from what you're going to see at night. Take for example, during the day, you find a place is a restaurant. Then at night, it all turns to a nightclub. So that's how different Nairobi is. Another thing is that you can find, Matatus, those, we are talking about minibuses, that maybe you find them at a specific place during the day. At night, you find them at a totally different place. So this is Nairobi at night. Let me go show you this beautiful city of 254, Nairobi, the capital of Africa. So, let's go. How conversant are you with Nairobi at night, actually? So I was just crossing there. That's why there was that confusion there. So I'm just trying to show you how Nairobi is quite different at night as compared to during the day. So I'm going to show you around. Right now it's around 8 p.m. That is in the evening. Of course, PM is in the evening, but with us Kenyans, we like literating on that. So I want to show you how it's normally busy. So, like sometimes you go to maybe other cities, you'll realize that at night businesses have already closed and people are not doing business. But contrary to Nairobi and some other countries that I know, it's not only Nairobi, I know also other countries, now is when business is booming. Like you can see here, man, people are still now, people are coming out of work or out of their businesses now going home. So they do some little, shopping here and there before going home. That's why you see here a lot of people, businesses going on and on. So I just want to know, do you all also have something like this in your country? So just tell me in the comment section, how is it normally during, at night at Nairobi CBD? I want to cross this road. It is called Cabro Road. I want to cross to the other side. So let's cross. Hey man, it's normally very crazy in Nairobi at night, so you actually need to be very careful even with crossing. So sasa unasemaje? Yeah? Sasa nini? Chakula? Shika. So I didn't want to show him because he's a child. So there is now this tendency of beggars in Nairobi at night. So you find people sending their children to the streets to do the begging. Then you find mothers and fathers seated there taking tea or a soda, and they send their kids to beg. So that's so unfortunate. So I don't want to show that kid on camera because it's not good. Actually, it's not very good. It's not good. So I had to give him whatever I could give him, so that at least he could go. I can see another one, but I know there are so many here in this street. So it's also party life. Like there is a club there. I told you in the beginning of this video, in Nairobi we have restaurants during the day, then at night they become clubs. So tables are turned, then they become clubs. So that is the difference between Nairobi maybe and the other cities. Cafe Daily. You know that cafe? That's where Barack Obama used to sit during his youth years here in Kenya. So that exact spot, yeah, Cafe Daily. Barack Obama used to take coffee there or coffee there. So it is quite a landmark. If you go there, you'll be told Barack Obama, the 44th, the president of United States of America. So all these people here, hi, this guy. It's a caricature. So we are basically in archives. Remember last time when we came here during the day, in the previous pastors, very committed preaching there. So for lining up to board, the minibuses to their various destinations. That's why you can see all this line here. So we are in archives. Other people will tell you it's commercial or ambassador. So ambassador, I know many people maybe who have been in Kenya or who have stayed in Nairobi for quite some time will tell you that this place is archives, or is ambassador. It was named after an hotel. An hotel there. When I reach there, I'll show you. It was named after that hotel, Ambassador Hotel. Ambassador is actually written in French. Ambassador meaning ambassador in English. So that's why this place is called Ambassador. But where I'm standing right now is, is archives, named after this building, archives. So let's continue going, man. So most of the time you need to be very careful, especially during these times here, especially at this place, because we normally have a lot of pickpockets here. So that's why I'm talking at the same time concentrating, because I don't want to lose my phone. I don't have a budget for a phone right now. And that's normally the main target for pickpockets here. So this is Ambassador Hotel. That's why this place is called Ambassador. The one that I'm showing you, Ambassador Hotel. Yeah. So I want to go to the other side, then come back. Hey man, so crowded here. So let's keep going. They're selling here all sorts of things from this. You can see there are books, calendars, magazines, newspapers. Yeah, so it's a very busy place. So here is where you find vehicles going to Pipeline, going to Embakasi, to the airport, going to City Cabanas, Kware, Donholm, Mombasa Road, South Sea. So those are places, in Nairobi, like different areas in Nairobi. So these minibuses or buses take you there. So in Kenya we call them Matatus. So, but they're mostly known for, going to Embakasi. Embakasi is an area here in Nairobi also. So this is Nairobi at night. I just want to know, how is it in your home country? Just let me know in the comment section, because right now it is 8 p.m. going to 8:30. So it's normally very busy in Nairobi, especially at night, until around 10 to 11 p.m. Then the city, you can see a number, there are fewer people in the streets after that. So I want to cross to that other side. Oh, it's true. You see how chaotic it is here? Yeah, that's how chaotic it is. See, most of the time when you come here, you might think that these kids are street kids. Most of them are not street kids. They come from areas around. street kids right now, I can take you where they are, but it's quite dangerous. Yeah? So I need to organize and see how we're going to do that, because street kids are normally right now found along River Road. You remember that video showing you where the money is made in Kenya? It's called River Road. So you go check in my previous video so that you can be able to see it. That's where you'll find most of the street kids at night at this given time. But most of the kids, you see them in the streets in the evening. Even sometimes they're very smart. You just know they're not street kids, because in Kenya you can be able to identify between a street kid and just a normal kid. So you find, I want this car to pass then so that I can be able to cross. You find their parents who come here during the evening, then they tell their children to start begging. It is a culture that is growing here in Kenya, and it's not good. So that's why you're seeing a lot of kids in the streets, begging. So let's keep walking. So where I am right now, you'll find mostly matatus, or these minibuses going to Rongai, going to Langata, going to Kiserian, going to Ngong also. Yeah, so they're normally found in this area. So that's why you can see them calling people going to those various destinations. So those are places actually, like the outskirts of Nairobi, or maybe places where people live apart. People don't live in the CBD. Very few people, though there are houses here in the CBD where people live, but just a small percentage of people live here in the CBD, like not even 1%. So you find most people live maybe in Udhiru, Umoja, Rongai, Embakasi, Utawala, Langata, just like that. So these are matatus, man. I want to cross so that I can be able to show you more about this beautiful city of night. So we're still going and experiencing Nairobi. Let me use this road here. I want to go this way. So as you can see, those are touts. Just calling people, going to Rongai. So Beba actually means they want to, they're telling you board the vehicle. So it's 80 to 100 shillings right now. So 100 shillings, Kenyan shillings, is close to $1. But I know right now the dollar is exchanging at 120 shillings or 127 shillings. But just rounding it off so that it can be easier. So it's close to $1 going to various destinations. Most of the places in Nairobi, they're not more than $1. Though sometimes, like places like Rongai and Utawala, when it's raining, prices can go above 100 shillings to 150 to 200 sometimes, especially Rongai. So it's crazy here. So let me go to the other side. How is it, man? I want to know in your city, is it like this at night? Remember, this is Nairobi CBD. We are in the CBD actually. Now we are headed to railways. So you find most people tell you this place is called railways. Railways is named after a railways station, which is not very far from here, because this railways roundabout just opposite Haile, or along Haile Selassie Avenue. Haile Selassie Avenue is named after Ethiopia's emperor Haile Selassie. I know most of you know Haile Selassie. In Kenya, let's say in Africa, we normally say Ethiopia is like the mother of Africa, because Ethiopia was not colonized. Or some people do say, Liberia also was not colonized. But you should know that Liberia was a land given to, slaves. So they were being brought to Liberia. That's why it was not colonized. But Ethiopia It was not colonized like for real. When the colonialists, wanted to invade Ethiopia, they were defeated in the Battle of Adwa in Ethiopia. That's why Ethiopia, Italians were beaten properly, colonized. So you find most African countries, got that inspiration, or maybe that inspiration mostly came from Ethiopia, and everything, even the African Union, AU, headquarters is in Ethiopia. Back then it used to be called AOU until it was turned to AU, African Union. So right now we are in Mboya Street. It's quite windy here. It's quite windy here. So I just want to show you, this city, Nairobi city at night. So as we continue, man, I just want to thank you, man. You guys have been amazing. You have been supporting me. That's super crazy, We have introduced something new and just showing you about this beautiful city before we go to our next destination. And you guys have been very supportive. That's so amazing. Thank you. Just tell me also, where are you watching from, man? Because there's so many nationalities. While I was checking at the statistics there, analytics that one, there's so many. I've got a good audience from Canada, South Africa, Kenya, of course, Tanzania, Uganda, United States of America, South Africa, I've mentioned, Lagos, Rwanda, London. So I want to know, man, where are you watching from, man? Because I really appreciate for your time, man. Creating time and saying, man, I want to watch what Inshallah is doing this great work. That's why I get the inspiration to continue as I show you this beautiful city of Nairobi, the capital of Africa. So let's go. So it's still the same. It is busy. It is congested, and the roads are chaotic. That I know. So we are next to Gedi Lane. Actually, this is called Gedi Lane here, along Mboya Street. Even I can see a poster here, Gedi Lane. Let me show you. Can you see it? Yeah, that's Gedi Lane. This one here. So I think let's cross to the other side. Let's cross to the other side and see how chaotic it is. Yeah, I told you, this Afya Center, this is one of the landmarks here in Nairobi, Kenya. So for a new person who is coming to Nairobi, Kenya for the first time, most people know this Afya Center, this green building there. Is it light green? Not very good with colors. I'm told that men are colorblind, so let me cross. So people are leaving the city right now, going home because they are done with work or they are finished work. Others are now coming to work because Nairobi is a 24-hour economy. People are working during the day, and night. That's why you can see a lot of people here, especially during this time, from around 6, let's say from 5 p.m. to around 10 p.m. You'll find a lot of people here in the city. It's quite chaotic. That's what I was telling you, Nairobi during the day is quite different from how you'll find it during the night. Some people get lost, really get lost at night, simply because Nairobi really changes night. I know I've done a video about Nairobi, if you go check the video, go check, the capital of Africa, Nairobi, Kenya. You'll see Nairobi during the day, and right now you see 2 different places. That one for sure. Look at those. Matatu. Man. There are restaurants during the day, now they've turned to clubs at night, where you can hear that music. I want to go very fast so that I don't want to get a copyright strike. So I need to walk very fast from that place. So let me go this. It's still, business is still booming here. So most of these matatus or minibuses that you see here are mostly are headed to Wilson Airport, Langata, you know. So for those maybe coming to Nairobi for the first time and you don't know where to board a vehicle to the airport, or maybe that is Wilson Airport, because in Nairobi we've got two airports, Wilson and Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. So there is Wilson Airport, then Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. So Wilson Airport actually was Wilson Street. That was before even this country got independence. So let me tell you the story now, because I've mentioned this. So Wilson Airport, I want to tell you how it came into existence. So there is this story of a lady, you know, who had a pilot boyfriend. Now, to keep this boyfriend so that he doesn't go away, so she constructed an airstrip for him so that he could come and land there, or land his Cessna is one of that is a type of a plane, small planes. So now that, you know, she made for his boyfriend to come and land there, so that's why the boyfriend was called Wilson Airport. So it was Wilson Airstrip for Wilson, the boyfriend. Now the government requested him to, the government actually gave him another land in the coastal region, that lady. So the airstrip was taken over by the government, and it was developed and, you know, improved, you know, until right now it is an international airport. It just used to be an airstrip, but right now is an international airport. So that's how Wilson Airport came to be. It was a story of two lovers, actually. So now you know. Hey man, I know a lot about things, huh? Let me stop bragging. Oh man, that's crazy. So man, it's crazy, it's chaotic here. All these people doing business here. Niaje mkubwa? I was just saying hello to the gentleman there selling the mats or carpets. Mats and carpets. Yeah. So yeah, I told you, man, Nairobi is something else. Nairobi, people working day and night. People are not sleeping, man. Ensuring they work hard so that they get something on their table, and that's how serious it is. You see how crowded it is, man. Very crowded at night. So how is it? How do you find Nairobi so far? Is it something different from your country? Because we are in the middle of the city right now. Mboya Street. Mboya Street was named after one of our ministers. I mean, those early ministers who were there during, you know, immediately after Kenya got independence. It was called Mboya. So it was named after. He was assassinated. He was actually assassinated just next to this building here. That's why it's called Mboya. You can see that building? That is he was assassinated. So he was actually assassinated just next to this building here. He was assassinated there, and that's why you have his statue there. He was actually one of the brilliant Pan-African leaders, or who met with is it Malcolm X? What is another American activist? Let me try and remember his name. Let me try. Not Malcolm X, but he's also revered so much, just like Malcolm X. So they used to do these campaigns in the US together with Ghana's president Kwame Nkrumah, the former governor, Ghana's president Kwame Nkrumah. So I've just forgotten the name. I just want you to remind me the name. This person who said, "I have a dream," right in the comment section. It's a common name, man. It's always in my head. I don't know why I've forgotten it today. This person who said, "I have a dream," was a black person in the USA. Just forgotten the name, man. Help me in the comment section, man. So bad, man. So bad that I've forgotten his name. but if I remember while still recording this video, I'll tell you. So Tom Mboya was like one of them, and they used to do these campaigns and crusades together before independence, and they were like the fathers of the nation here in Kenya. He was among the fathers of the nation, people who really fought for independence here in Kenya. So he never really became the president, but our first president is called Jomo Kenyatta, who I want to cross the other side. I need to give way to these Matatus to go. All right, now let's go. So we're still going, man. We're still going. So this area where I am right now, you'll find vehicles. It's called commercial, actually. It's called commercial, next to Archives and Ambassador Hotel. Not very far, because I just like going round to show you one of the busiest streets at night and how congested they are at night. So still along, Mboya Street, as I show you around this beautiful city. So that's how it is, man, here in this beautiful Nairobi city, the capital of Africa. So still walking, still experiencing how beautiful this city is. So during the night it's actually very reckless. You see vehicles everywhere, Matatus everywhere, people walking anyhow. And look at this, how beautiful this car is. This vehicle, I mean, mini buses carrying passengers to different destinations. So that has been wonderful, man. That has been wonderful. You and me, I just love telling stories and showing you around this beautiful city of Nairobi. Look at how amazing it is. You find it crazy, or am I alone who find it crazy? Hey, I know there are cities which are crazier than this, but still I do find it crazy. I know there are cities which are crazier than this, but Nairobi just, remember this is a zebra crossing here, what are you seeing? But it's faded away, nobody's using them at this moment. So I'm going, hey, it's crazy. Vehicles everywhere. So I think we have covered one of the busiest places here in Nairobi, and that is for today, man. That's enough for today, or don't you think so? So thank you so much, guys, for joining me as I show you around this beautiful city of Nairobi. It has been amazing, and thank you for your support, man. Continue subscribing, liking, sharing. I shall continue bringing you this amazing story. So I want to cross that way, and it's quite busy, but for today, that's it, man. Have a good day.